Hello and welcome to Golden Wings Angel Card Readings. Today I'd like to continue my readings for Capricorn, and this will be for the months of July and August 2017, and this is your life purpose and career reading. I'm going to be using a few different decks. We have the Archangel Power Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and then I'll be pulling a card each from the Life Purpose, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and Healing with the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. Just to let you know, I have already meditated and prayed and talked to my spirit guides, and I've already done the shuffling ahead of time, mostly just to save some time on screen so that I can get straight to your reading and start interpreting it, and you're not having to sit with me on screen where I'm actually shuffling for long periods of time, which can be fairly lengthy at this point. So let's go ahead and get to it. We have the June and July 2017 for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and this is your life purpose and career reading. So the first card we have is the Four of Gabriel. Gabrielle, excuse me. And then we have Major Arcana card, number 9, Epiphany. And another Major Arcana, number 2, the High Priestess. For our next deck, Angel cards, top card on the left, Page of Fire. We're getting a lot of Page of Fires lately. A lot of people have that coming in. 10 of Water, Page of Fire, and the High Priestess. And 2 of Earth. At the bottom of the 2 decks, showing underlying or base energy, 4 of Water, and 10 of Ariel. Okay, Capricorn. First thing I'm noticing is you have 2 10s, which are kind of gateway cards. They're kind of culmination cards. We have the 10 of Water, which is in the realm of cups and talks about a fulfilling family life, a fulfilling emotional life. The text on the card is contented and rewarding family life. It's also about emotional and material needs being met. And then this card is very similar. It's 10 of Ariel. There is so very much to be grateful for: financial success, a rich and rewarding family life. So these cards are actually very similar, and one is in the realm of cups and one is in the realm of pentacles. So really, these are some strong cards for financial security, family grounding, wealth, and also emotional stability in this card here for your family. They are gateway cards. They're culmination cards, which means, you know, at the end of a 10, usually there's a new beginning that starts out again, and you go to a new level. And so that jumped out at me right away. And then also when I look out on these cards, I get the feeling that, you know, you've worked very hard, Capricorn, to get where you're at. And as far as career and life purpose go, it looks like from these cards that you're either already fairly well set up or you're going to be fairly well set up. We have the Four of Gabrielle, which is the text on it reads: time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Right? So this is a celebration card right here, and usually you celebrate after you've done your work, you know, after hard work has paid off. Okay, let me just show you real quick what I see when I look down at these rows. So we have this lovely card here, Four of Gabrielle, which is about, you know, fun and celebrating. We have the Epiphany card in the middle, and then the High Priestess card on the other side. Okay, that's on your top row. And then on the bottom row, we have the Page of Fire, which is new, passionate new energy coming in, a new message, new energy, possibly new person with regards to career or life purpose. And then the Two of Earths on this side. Okay? So this is what it looks like when I'm looking at it on your 2 rows. So as I was saying, it looks like that you've either done some work or there's some work coming up here which has put you in a position where you are fairly well financially taken care of. If not, it looks like this might be coming to you, or the energies might be coming to you in the next couple months, and where you're also in a very stable area of your life. Not only do we have this card here, which is showing, hard work already done and time for a celebration, and we have this card here showing that you've already attained a great deal of family security, financial security, as well as this card that shows that. And then you kind of have this interesting dynamic going on, because so on one hand you have this view of something that's already been created, right? It's right here. Let's say you've created this for your career and your life purpose. You've gone about all the things you need to do. You've worked hard. You've got a decent career. You've got all the things you need, and it's starting to either show some rewards that way, or it will be showing rewards, or it's already gotten you a certain amount of financial sustainability. And then I feel like there's these other energies that are coming into play now. So you have the Page of Fire, which is really passionate, creative energy, or a person or news of something new coming your way. Then you have the number 9, which is the Aha Epiphany card, which means basically when you're kind of on your own and you kind of allow yourself to be quiet in your own little world, basically this is saying that you can attain some answers here about where to go next, about what to do next for your career and your life purpose. And that's a good thing, because you have the High Priestess right here, right next to this Epiphany card. They're right next to one another, and they kind of go hand in hand if you think about it, because this card here is showing that you need to utilize your intuition to see beyond what's right in front of you, and to maybe get down to that feeling inside you where there might be something that, even though you have it all and you have all these things going for you, there's still maybe this feeling like, is this all there is, right? Is this it then? I mean, I've accomplished something and then there's nothing else here. And so it may be that you need to go inside yourself and look a little deeper. Both of these cards somewhat say the same thing. They're both spiritual cards. They're both cards that are saying trust your intuition, and they're both cards that are saying, look a little deeper to see what's really going on for you. And then you've got this Two of Earth cards down here, which shows that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of work still going on. You're juggling a lot of things right now. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Okay, and we know for Capricorns can tend to be very serious, serious in nature, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that's what usually gets them, as far as they've gotten. But this is kind of a clue saying, you might want to lighten it up a little bit, and you have all of these different things going on in your head and all of these different things that you're doing, and it may be time to make a decision and to just square it down just a little bit, so that it's something that you can actually deal with. Now, I want to talk for a minute about this card that's under the deck here as the basis. And this is the Four of Water. And this card is an emotional card that shows somebody that's looking down at these cups down here and not looking at the divine light and the guidance coming in up here, or this beautiful cup right in front. So this is a card that usually denotes boredom or dissatisfaction, or really not looking at all of the options that you have in front of you. And so when I look at these cards all together, what I get from this is that there's been a certain amount of goals that have been attained or are likely to be coming towards you. But underlying all of that is this Four of Water, which is why I say, this feeling that, is this all there is? I've done all the work, okay? I've worked hard. I've got a strong family life. I've got a strong career and financial basis here. We're celebrating, we're having fun. And then for some reason, this card right here, I lost it, is at the basis of that deck as the basis of this reading, which is saying that there's something about all of this that's either not as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be, or you're ready to go to the next level with something, but it hasn't appeared yet. It hasn't quite appeared what that next level is, and it's frustrating you a little bit, and it's making you feel a little bit like, is this all there is? I've achieved all this, and it doesn't feel maybe as rewarding as you thought it would feel. Instead, this cup here is representing all of this stuff that you've worked so hard to gain and have. And then these cups over here are this feeling of, I feel like there's still something missing for me. And what I'm grasping from this, and what I'm seeing in these cards and hearing from my guides, is that I think the lack is spiritual. I think the lack is something that's deep inside you that you haven't connected with in a while. And the reason you haven't connected with it is because you've been busy. You've been busy creating a foundation. But it looks like that foundation is either here or on its way. And when that foundation gets here and you sit down with yourself and you say, why is this not resonating with me? Why am I not happier with this? Why is this not something that's, really great for me? This is where you're going to need to do a little soul searching. And I think that's what these two cards, that's what these two cards are saying to you. They're saying that, reflection and meditation provides valuable information. Okay? And this says answers that come through meditation. The cards are saying to you that it's time to find a quiet place away from all this work, away from your family, away from your obligations, and sit down with yourself and realize that just because you've attained a certain level of something, or just because you have a certain amount of security that you needed to go after this security, just because you have that, or because that's coming in, that doesn't mean that you have to stop dreaming. And it doesn't mean that you have to throw everything up in the air for a risk in order to feel alive either. It means that, you need to go inside yourself and see what's next. What is next with these, with me getting to feel a little more emotionally fulfilled by the things I physically have. Okay, so we have the Page of Fire that's coming into play here. And this Page of Fire has set the ball rolling, and it's news of an exciting new venture, right, or endeavor. And it could be that you've gotten this news, and it's kind of upset the apple cart in the way that this news has come into your life, or this energy, or this feeling, or this person, and all of a sudden you have a bunch more choices than you had before. And you're looking at this and you're saying, well, I've already got my ducks in a row. I've already got this stuff. It's working. I'm seeing results. I'm happy, aren't I? I'm happy. I'm celebrating. We have all this stuff going on. And so it kind of made you feel like, oh, I miss that. I miss this. I miss having something to look forward to. I miss having something a little more unknown. I miss having something that that brings me fulfillment on a deeper level. Okay? Now, I also think that because with the life purpose card that I pulled for you is the card of options. Okay? And this card is saying, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. And I think this card is coming up because, again, it's saying that no matter how far you've come on your goals, your dreams, or desires, that you're not really looking at the fact, with these two cards here, that there's more than meets the eye for your career path and your life purpose path. It's deeper than you've allowed it to go so far, and it's more fulfilling probably than what you already have. Otherwise, this card wouldn't be front and center at the base of your reading. Okay? I also asked to pull a card, or I pulled a card for you from Healing with the Fairies. And the card that I pulled was Feeling Safe. And the interesting thing about this card, Feeling Safe, is that it shows a person, or it talks about a person rather, who had some either financial difficulties in the past or people that were making you feel vulnerable or unsafe. Okay? And so obviously feeling safe to you is a major, major emotional need. Okay? And this card talks about a healing taking place. So if you haven't been feeling safe and you've been feeling very vulnerable and you've not been feeling confident and stable, this card is saying that there's a healing taking place right now, and that these cards are saying this is coming into play. This is coming into play. So these are very strong cards. So if you have been feeling that way, let's take the opposite side of this. If you've been feeling like you don't have enough stability and security, there are many things coming in on this reading for energies to say that it's going to head this direction. So, you can feel good about that, Capricorn. You can go ahead and feel safe. Allow yourself to feel safe. If you've already attained some of these things, then that card is saying that feeling safe may be such an issue for you that it's blocking you from looking at the fact that you can have more. A lot of times we have these things where if things are too good, we look over our shoulder and we say, oh my gosh, my family life is great. My financial outlook is fabulous. I've got, celebrations going on. I'm happy. I've got good things happening. I've got new information that looks like it might be good. And then you think, when is the other shoe going to drop, right? It's like human nature. What's going to go wrong now? And then you start worrying when you think, oh my God, what could possibly happen, right? And so it's important that if you have not gained a certain amount of credibility, financial stability, and emotional stability in your life purpose and your career right now, I need you to know that the energies coming in are very strong for that happening. Okay? It's very strong. So stay open. Know that you're safe. Don't block yourself by being worried. Don't block yourself by being bored or focusing on the wrong things. Don't focus on lack. Focus on what's coming. Focus on what's starting to build. Okay? Recognize that there are other options out there that you have not considered. Okay? Get quiet with yourself and see if you can get yourself to a space where there's a few more answers with these two cards as to where to go next for you. Okay? On the other side of the coin, if you've already reached a certain amount of stability in these areas, and this is resonating with you, that you've already reached or attained a certain amount of goals, then this card here is saying that you hadn't considered that it might not be enough. And if it's not enough, then it's time to set new goals, and that's okay. And remember, if feeling safe is super important to you, safe and secure, you don't have to throw the whole thing up into the air in order to reinvigorate yourself, in order to get out of this feeling. All you have to do is look at the fact that you have all of these blessings. Count your blessings first, right? These are just significant blessings. Count your blessings. Count your blessings for these new things coming to you. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed with this card here. Center yourself so you can get some more information about something that maybe hasn't come to fruition yet, especially with the High Priestess, right? It's information you haven't gotten yet. And my guess is it's information about options or a new path that hasn't shown itself. But when it does, don't let it frighten you. Don't let it bring up these feelings of insecurity, okay? You've attained a level of safety if this is the side of the coin you're on this, because I really feel two separate things here. I feel either you've attained things and you're asking yourself, is this it? And you don't want to mess with what you've started, but you're feeling a little dissatisfied and you need to have something else in your life for your life purpose. Or you have not created this yet. You're at the beginning of all this, and you need to realize that you are safe and taken care of, that this time is about to heal, that you have options. They're coming in. This is passion. This is creativity. This is news coming to you. This is another card of options. And if it hasn't shown itself to you yet, and that's the side of the coin you're on for this reading, you've got some stability and blessings here that you really need to show gratitude for so that that can continue. I would like to, at this time, pull an additional card for you on the Epiphany and the High Priestess. I feel like these two cards are both saying exactly the same thing, but they've come up right next to one another, and even though they're saying the same thing, they go about it different ways. Obviously there's through meditation. This card here, though, is also making sure that you give back and you're a light to others. So it may be that if you're on the coin side of the coin of this reading where you've already attained your things, this card may be saying that you're going to feel better if you give back to other people. Maybe shine your light and show other people how to have some of the measure of success that you've had, okay? That might give you and get you to the next level of spirituality, which might make you feel just really good. But let's pull an additional card here. I'm just going to shuffle really quickly. And we'd like to clarify the 9 and the 2 for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising, June and July. Or July and August, excuse me. Let's get the months right. July and August 2017. July and August 2017, Capricorn. Any further message on the major arcana cards of 9 and 2? Any further message that we have? Any further message, Capricorn? Any further message? Okay, Ace of Michael. Okay, that helps quite a bit. Okay, so the Ace of Michael is again about new ideas coming to you. It's either a big idea, lots of little ideas, but usually there's some bumps in the road, and there's a few challenges to get started here. And that may be where we're getting this choices and options coming in. And this new energy or new information or new contract or new endeavor that's coming to you may have really thrown you for a loop. It may have really be something that you're passionate about. You actually have some passion for this, and because of that, it's making you worry that it might throw all of this stuff into the air, okay? And if that's the case, with this card over these two, giving us just a little more insight. Okay, the idea is a good idea, and that's what this is saying here. And it's saying that there's still some more information to be fleshed out around this idea, but it's saying that it's a very good idea, and that don't get put off if you have some obstacles in front of you that come up the moment you start trying to do this, right? It may be that you have more than one idea and you really are having trouble making decisions, in which case, don't forget that this card says to try to find your playful side, which is not always an easy thing for you, Capricorn. It's not your natural way to be. You don't naturally look at the earth you don't naturally look at the world and say, oh, I'm going to go out and be playful. That's not something that's a normal energy for you. But this is giving you a clue here. It's saying that if you can approach this decision making with a little more playfulness, it may really help you to figure out what's going on here with this new idea, this new thing that's come forward and presented itself. Something new that's actually made you feel, like, uh-oh, I thought I'd already attained a bunch of stuff and here we are, right? More options than you realize. Don't worry, you're safe. This is all safe. Everything that you're so worried about here, it's safe. This is saying it's healing that. So take these good times and enjoy them. Don't block yourself with fear. And at the end of the day, count your blessings, leave these alone, and look at this beautiful, brilliant cup right here. Shift your focus. These are not here. This is all lack down here. Down here is all, there's nothing that can help you down there. Down there is all you just, being in a place that's not going to help you create anything. Right here is this cup. Right here is what you have going on. Your passion, your creativity, your love. So make sure you look for that. Okay, Capricorn? All in all, I feel like it's a very positive reading. There was nothing here that was not very many challenging energies. There was a lot of easement energies coming your way. A lot of paving of the road if you want a new type of career or you're looking for something more with your life purpose. All of these cards are really saying that, the angels are behind you and that this is possible, and there's not too many challenges here. So the next couple of months should be a good time for you to get grounded and really figure out where you'd like to go from here. Okay? Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading. I'll be back in September for September and October life purpose and career reading for you. And until then, love and light always. Thank you.